This is Mr. Brunner, and I'm doing this for the Banding Together project that we have. Definitely in this time of us being separated, it's been tough. I miss very much making music with my students and continuing what we've started with the band, which has been just something I'm immensely proud of. Because when Mr. Lang asked, what does band mean to me, that's a gigantic answer. I think back to my childhood. Starting in third grade, I had piano lessons. In fourth grade, I took up the trombone, and I hadn't even signed up for band, but the band director came in and asked me about, asked the whole class if anyone would want to play trombone because there weren't enough trombone players. In fifth grade, my father, who was a high school art teacher, started taking my brother and I to the high school football games with the band. And we started hauling instruments. It was before bands used trailers. And we would haul the instruments in our full-size cargo van. And we were just doing it to be a part of something. So from about the age of 10, I've been surrounded by bands. And did that all the way through. And my father announced for the band and hauled instruments while I was in high school and while my brother was in high school and I was in Ohio State. And along the way, I decided that I thought being a band director was the job I wanted to do. It's what I wanted to pursue. And most of the time, I didn't think I could do it. Through most of my life, actually, even as a band director, I didn't think I would be good at it. But I knew it was the only thing that I wanted to spend my time doing. We talk about band being family, and without a doubt in my mind, that is a true statement for me. My best friend I met in high school band. So many people that I know are through the band, and most of my friends my closest friends have a connection with the band. When I think about what band means to me, though, I think about performing and playing trombone and all the experiences I had doing that, whether it's playing trombone beside Arlington National Cemetery, which is something I speak about from time to time, just that hallowed ground and playing trombone there, whether it's standing ovations or just compliments by people I respect. But really, it's a feeling. It's a feeling I get when I'm working with bands, because I get it conducting when something goes right. Because this endeavor of music making is not something that everyone can do. It is special. You are special because you do this. And whether you do it well or you don't do it well, you're doing it. And you're working at it each day that you work at it. And that improvement has defined my life. Everything you find in the world, you find in band. And we deal with it and we work with it all. And it's my world. And I couldn't be luckier to have it. I actually think there's another reason that band is important to me. And I think it's a little bit that there's something about the applause. There's something about doing something that you didn't know if you could do. I've talked about it before. When I write marching band drill, I'm usually by myself in a room. And that first 2 or 3 times that the band marches it and plays it, and when they finally get it, that moment is just something, that's a creation of mine that you're creating on the field. And it's something that I'm lucky enough to have, but most human beings don't have that. And I got to share that with Mrs. Standish and Mr. Lang this past season, where their shows came on the field and they got to feel that sense of artistic creation. But then the other side of it, and it's why I appreciate it probably more, is the connection to human beings. The greatest joy I have in my life is watching students grow up. I see you as 10-year-olds, and then you graduate as 17-year-olds or 18-year-olds, and some of you will stay in touch, and some of you won't. And I get to be a part of your life for a long time, doing something that not a lot of other people do. A lot of different people will teach math, a lot of people will teach English, a lot of people will teach social studies, and They're all valuable. But I get to know you over years. I get to see you at sometimes your worst and a lot of times at your best. But seeing you grow and interacting with you as students, and just helping you to be the best you can be is what I enjoy. As far as my memories, especially of this band, and I can't tell you what they are. The first time we got a standing ovation, which I think was for Script Barons. Some of the concerts that we've had that have just, when we get something right, but you know me, a lot of times it's just in the rehearsal. It's working together in those moments when we stop and do take a breath and talk about movies, talk about whatever we talk about. Maybe I give Mr. Lang a hard time, maybe he gives me a hard time. Whatever we do, it's that time together and that fellowship that we have. And then we turn around and make music that can bring some people to tears and other people happy. Those are the moments, and those are what band means to me. Marching band I love, the concert band I love, and I think sometimes people forget, but as well as we do marching band, that concert band is something I also love just as much. But I hope you're all doing well, and as I continue to do, just be well, do good work, and stay in touch.